Keith is getting the campfire started. We just paddled a half mile across the lake in the dark, so I didn't take any video of that. And we are at our campsite in southern Indiana. We're still pulling our gear up from the canoe. We've cleared out most of the leaves for a 10-foot diameter around the campfire area, and we're just getting set up. It is autumn. It was 34 degrees when we left our places this morning. Tonight the low is supposed to be 26. So we're going to do some cold weather camping. This is the beautiful forest that we are going to enjoy for the next 30 hours. And the fire has started. It's official. We are camping. And we are beginning to collect our firewood. Keith did a real nice 3-inch thick cedar tree. And this is our downed tree that we've worked on for 2 seasons already. We're almost through it. She's a whopper, and she's probably 5 to 6 years drying out, and it is a massive challenge to get through her, but well worth the burn. These things burn for about 8-9 hours, so this is our nighttime log. We might have to try to roll her. She's about 50 feet. Nice, there it is.
Thank God.
Look at this piece of wood. She is gorgeous. We might do another one, but we'll wait a few hours. Much later. Yeah, this is my sleeping area for the night. It's a 18 by 16 tarp. The ends are closed off, so we're going to avoid the wind. This is Keith's. It's a 16 by 16 tarp. You can see the end is angled downward, so it's closed in, so the wind won't come through us. We already had a couple of hot dogs. It's 9 o'clock local time. We've been working pretty good since 5 in the morning. Getting our gear ready, driving out here, paddling across the lake, and starting collecting wood. So, we had our first meal. We'll probably have 5 or 6 today. We have plenty of food in these coolers. We will not go hungry.
Plenty of wood to burn, we won't be cold.
Yeah. We're going to go for a hike here in a few minutes and go explore the area and see if we can find some cedar trees that are standing and dead. Bring some cedar back. Okay, this is Keith going to try to drag a limb from a cedar tree out back to our campfire. It's about 40 feet long. So with enough drag force behind it, it looks like this is very doable. He's going to take half the force with him because there's some really nice branches on it. Yeah, you can take my gloves too. You're all hooked up. Oh. Oh, he made it. It's a workout.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it.
Yeah. Those are coconut husks. They burn. All that coconut oil in them. Takes about 2-3 minutes and off they go. Shit. That thing is awesome. No, you're good. Wow. Careful of your step here because there's going to be a lot of rocks that are just waiting to twist your ankle. Well, we could go that way or just straight up.
Go up. Either way, we gotta go up.
Yep. It's always fun when you fall uphill.
That is falling down.
I know, right? If I had to pick one, that would be the one to pick. Now this here is a perfect emergency storm shelter.
That's about 8 inches of leaves.
Yeah,
Push them out.
actually just packs it down your body. Always a possibility of a critter being in there though.
Yeah.
This is pretty packed in here.
Looks like something's been bedding down there.
It may have, yeah, because it's cleared out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it bedded down or if it's the wind. But either way, I would only use it, I mean, absolute emergency. Beautiful view.
Oh well. Should run my can.
Go run down, grab it, and bring it back.
Get right on now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall back up the hill.
Hey, there is a squirrel's nest up in that tree. Yeah, we're not exactly roughing it because bacon. What is that? Tell me. It's hot dogs. Hot dogs and bacon over a campfire. Yeah, this is my sleeping area. So I've got two hammocks set up, one inside the other. I've got two pieces of mylar, one between the two hammocks, one under here. Got a 3-inch sleeping bag. I have one 40-degree sleeping bag between the hammocks, one on top. And I've got the two of the parts of the Army sleeping bag system, the green and the black. Got a wool blanket. I laid down, took a short nap, tested the setup while the sun was still up. Everything worked well, except this side wall was coming in and it was touching the edge of the hammock. So I used a couple of leaves, crushed them up, shoved them from the inside to the outside, and then tied it out so there's pull-outs on that side. So plenty of room in here. Got two ground tarps. They're small. They're actually hammock chairs, but multi-purpose. So I can stand up in this, and it's actually, so it's about 7 feet tall because my hand comes up to the top when I stretch it out. So here's the other end of it. I got my bag kicked over the end. So you can see that that side's open a bit right now. I'm going to bring 2 more clips in for when nighttime comes. Once I get in here, I'm going to go ahead and close that up. The other side, as you can see, is already pretty tight. It keeps the wind out. It won't. It'll help with the temperature a little bit, but the big thing is the wind, because we're supposed to have a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind all night long. So there's a front coming through.
Piece of wood on the way back.
Yeah. Oops. Well, that is right in the sun. There it is. And it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Saw one boater on the water. That was it. Otherwise, we got this place to ourselves. We were hoping to see some hikers on the trail across the lake there, but no indicators yet. It's early, so we won't see their campfires yet, but we'll come down later and take a look. It's beautiful out here. Time is it, Keith? Almost dinner time.
10 after 4.
All right. 10 after 5 local, or our time. Over here it's 10 after 4. There's one of our wood piles. That's cedar. That's from 3 trees that we collected. That's the other wood pile over there. There's that large nighttime log to give you a perspective. And these around the fire ring are logs that we cut last time we were here in February. And we've been drying them out all day. Yeah, they sound like they were across the lake. Did you just get up the one time?
Yeah.
Good.
All those required too, man. I was surprised.
Yeah. Did you stay warm?
Yes.
There you go.
Comfortable.
This is a Widowmaker,
There you go.
and she's about ready to go. There she goes. Look at that. Excellent. So we're going to drag this thing over. That would have landed right on top of me. Oh, no, right next to me though. We're going to drag it over and lay it on a log so it seasons properly. Right on that log there. And then we'll use it for firewood because that is a nice solid piece of lumber. But we had to take it down because she is a Widowmaker. Everything else around us is in pretty good shape. Lumberjack. Now this is our Widowmaker. We've got her lined up. Everything's off the ground so she'll season. She's really nice hardwood. So we cut it off the stump and then cut it in half. The top section broke off when she fell. So we're doing our best to leave no trace except for improvements. There's a wood pile for starter wood. That's where the Widowmaker stood. And we're almost done with the fire. That's all that's left. Here's our little tabletop rock. We're going to leave a grate for next time so we don't have to bring it. And if somebody else uses the site, they can have a grate. There we go. People, get out and camp. End of the trip.
Another good weekend.
Great weekend. In the middle of the white stand of trees, about center screen, there's a bald eagle sitting there. We got to see her in flight. Oh, there she is.
Oh man.
She's back in flight.
Coming this way. Please tell me you're getting this.
Oh yes, I am.